Yo, 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 we out here. Oh man, what a weekend. I know I'm a couple days late. Been crazy busy, but it was a wild weekend. I got to talk about it. I said I was, so here we are. Yes, indeed. You see this bad boy right here? Ooh, I got the hardware, but I don't have the software. I don't have it just yet. We'll get to that in a second. But yo, I graduated, Master's in Divinity. Master of Divinity. I don't even know how you say it, which is kind of sad because I just graduated with the degree. I don't even care. It's done. Almost. But I graduated and it's crazy. I'm going to give you a little bit of context to why this is so amazing and why it kind of blows my mind. And then I'm going to talk about the actual weekend itself. So, as a student growing up, I was absolute trash. Not absolute trash. There were some areas I was decent at. There were a lot of more areas that I struggled at. And pretty much, as many people already know, when it came to me in school, the only interest I really had was playing basketball. So I would get the grades that I needed to play, which was a C average. And I managed to get a C average for a few years in a row, which, as always, I would argue is harder than just doing your best, which is not a good reason to do it. But anyway, the point is you still have to be intelligent to only get straight C's for 3 years, okay? That takes skill. But anyway, take it to high school. And man, high school was rough. We had a junior academy where I did 9th and 10th grade. My parents weren't comfortable sending me away to boarding school, which was probably a good idea in their defense. So I ended up doing homeschool. I had 5 subjects that I did that year. I think it was Spanish, Algebra 2, History, Literature, and Bible. And Bible, the whole year's worth of Bible took a month. In literature, I actually liked reading this stuff. That took another month. And what was the other one? Spanish. I did that. It was kind of fun. I might have had a crush on a girl who spoke Spanish, but So anyways, that one was fun too. American history and Algebra 2 could not do. Fast forward, that year ends, and I'd only done 1/4 of the history and 1/4 of the algebra, and I started my senior year. So I don't even know how I qualified to start senior year when I hadn't officially finished my junior year, but I actually ended up finishing my entire senior year of high school before my junior year. And I had to try to finish 6 quarters worth of stuff and all the tests for each quarter and semester before graduating within like a 2-week span after I finished my senior year. Absolutely crazy. School was not a priority. Doing well was not a priority. Just getting done was a priority. I was up Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days straight. Maybe a nap here or there. I was drinking, eating whatever I could to stay awake to finish these 3 quarters worth of work and then go straight into taking 6 or 7. It was actually probably 8 or 9 different tests I had to take and pass so I could graduate, all of it in a span of 6 days. Absolutely stupid. Do not recommend. But I will say I'm probably one of the only people who finished their senior year before their junior year. So take that to the bank. And if you know somebody else who's done it, let me know. We can be the best of friends. But anyhow, going into college was not great. My first year and a half, absolute junk again. I dropped half the classes I took. I didn't do well in many of them. And man, I was pushing that mid 2.5, 2.7-ish. Oh no, that's what I finished high school with. Something like that, 2.5. So like I said, I wasn't absolute trash, but I wasn't motivated. It's probably a good word. I wasn't driven when it came to school at all. But you take all of that into consideration. I did have a moment in my undergrad years at Southern where school suddenly did start to matter. Not that I necessarily had a direction or anything at that point, but there did come a time where I changed a little bit and realized that, I actually do want to do good in this. And it was fun. It was very satisfying, more satisfying to get all A's, 5 A's and 2 B's that semester. I took 7 classes. That was more fun and more enjoyable than getting straight C's just so I could play basketball. But anyways, I graduated in business, a field that I was interested in, obviously, while I was doing it, because I thought I was going to make a lot of money, was going to go into accounting and do all that kind of stuff. Me and my buddy, we were going to do accounting business and only work 3 months out of the year was the whole idea. We're going to make our own firm. That didn't happen. Ended up going to be a missionary. The rest is history. But now you fast forward again to where we are 3 years ago, getting out of Palau and coming back here to do this master's degree, originally in the pursuit of chaplaincy, which I'm not doing anymore. And really wasn't sure what I was doing this degree for outside of just finishing it, because I'd started it. And that's something that's really big to me. I want to finish what I start, even if, unfortunately, I don't know the reason why I'm doing it. But all that to say, and there's so many different stories that I could go on here. I'm trying to not keep this thing so long. So it's hard in my mind to dodge these landmines that are just going to lead down all these different paths. But anyways, the point is this. I graduated. I got about a 3.8. I'm in the honors club, and it's extremely satisfying to have accomplished that, knowing where I came from. And we all have these different experiences where we go through these seasons of life that are difficult, they're challenging, we're not really feeling it, and we all have the opportunity to level up moving forward. As long as you're breathing, as long as you're still moving, as long as you're still engaged in something, you have the chance to step it up, to find that focus, to find that new perspective, and to be better than you were yesterday. There's a weird saying that I've gotten into my mind, and let me know if it makes sense. I'll say it first and then I'll explain it to you. Better today than tomorrow equals better today than yesterday. Better today than tomorrow equals better today than yesterday. Now you might hear that and say, what the heck are you talking about? But think about it. If you do something today instead of tomorrow, it's better to do something today than tomorrow. You get it done. You open up a whole new opportunity for tomorrow that you don't have to worry about all the things you didn't get done yesterday, right? Or today. It's better to do something today than tomorrow. And what's that going to equal? It's going to equal you being better today than you were yesterday. I like that. It makes sense to me. If you don't get it, I'm sorry. I could do a better job explaining it, I'm sure. But the idea is that you want to put yourself in a position to handle the business you can right now. Let the future deal with itself. You can't worry about that right now. But one thing you don't want to have to worry about is doing the things tomorrow that you didn't do today, that you didn't do yesterday, that you didn't do before. All right. So all these kind of ideas are coming into my focus and into my approach to life moving forward now. And I love it because, again, this is something, if you would have asked me, when did I graduate? 2010? That was a long time ago. So if you would have asked me, would I be here right now holding this empty diploma case for a master's degree? I would have told you, no way. I never thought I was coming back to school after I left in 2010 because I didn't see the purpose for it for me. Things changed, and I praise God for that. But here's the other aspect, is that it's not even done yet. I thought I was going to be done with school when I finished this. But there's levels to this thing, and I'm not done yet. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, because there are even bigger things coming that I didn't even think of when I finish this. And I'm excited about it. I'm not going to front. I'm very excited about taking these next step forward and what the future is going to hold. So that's all of that stuff. Now let me talk about this actual last weekend. First of all, I got to give a shout out to my dude, Tyler. That's my brother right there, man. And he is the reason that I chose or ended up graduating this last weekend. I had enough classes, enough credits to go that I was thinking, let me just coast it out. I'll take an easy summer, maybe 1 or 2 classes here, take a fuller load in the fall, and then graduate in December. But we started the seminary experience together. I'm one of the first people that he met when we came here in the fall of 2019. And last semester, he was asking me, hey man, like, we should try to graduate together. We started together, let's finish it together. And after a little hesitation, I said, you know what, you're right. He made a lot of great points, including that summer graduation would be a heck of a lot better than winter graduation. Trying to take pictures out here in the snow. Ain't nobody about that. If you're graduating in December, I'm sorry. So I was like, yo, man, I'm totally down. Let's do it. And then a couple weeks later, I ended up going to Palau to just to visit and to be out there for their graduation. And there's videos coming on that soon too, in addition to this weekend. All right, so stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff coming. That's all part of the plan. But again, stay tuned. Anyways, when I was out there, I ended up finding out that the president of Palau, who is a friend and whose kids I taught in the mission school when I was in Palau, I found out that he was going to be here graduating in the summer graduation, getting an honorary doctorate from Andrews University. Imagine that. So this decision I end up making a couple weeks before I find out that he's going to be here. And it's like, oh, shoot, we're going to be graduating the same weekend. Super dope, man. It's super dope. I can't even. Palau was repping. We out here. We repping strong. You see it. You know what it is. You know how we roll. You know what's in this blood. Oh, man, I'm so hyped. I'm hyping myself up right now just talking about this stuff. But it was crazy because you come down to the Friday, last Friday, we had practice and a run through. I wasn't even aware of it, but we had this dedication in the seminary. And so I'm rushing to get there in time. It was at 4. The graduation was actually going to be at 6:30. And while I'm walking into the seminary with Tyler and a couple other people, I hear, well, we were kind of all talking. I was talking to some other people. His folks were there as well. So we're having a conversation. And he says, hey, man, I think someone's calling you. And I'm like, what? I didn't hear anything. And he's like, yeah, over there, someone's calling you. So I turn around and I see a few people coming towards me through the trees. And it's Moded, it's Arthur, it's the fam. I was like, yo, it blew my mind to see them there. I was totally not expecting to see them there. I knew that they were coming in on the Friday, but it was complete chance that we would meet right there in that circumstance. And so I got to say what's up. Saranga was there, the president was there, his family was there, his parents were there, his brother was there. It was so cool getting to catch up with them and reflect with them for just a few moments before I actually had to go back into the dedication. But I was able to graduate a couple hours later, walk across the stage. We out here, you know how we roll, you know what we do. And we had a really good time with that. And then Saturday night? I think we hung out, and that was super dope, being able to hang with them and some other really cool people in the area as well. And then Sunday, so, man, this graduation service was at 8:30 in the morning on a Sunday. So that was wild. But I couldn't miss that. You know what I'm saying? We got Palau repping in the house. The president is going to get his degree. I'm not missing that. So I managed to wake up, make it out there, and it was absolutely incredible. Wouldn't trade that experience for anything, to be there, to be present that weekend, to be graduating that weekend. We got to take alternating pictures with me in my graduation gown, and then a couple days later, him in his graduation outfit. It was so cool to be there and just to see that kind of representation of Palau here at Andrews in Michigan. I got a couple students. There's only 2. We need more. So if you're in Palau watching this, I know it's cold, I know it snows, and I know it's different than what you're used to in Palau. But yo, come through. At least while I'm here, come through. You know what I'm saying? Add to the support. We got a couple Palauan students already. Make waves out here. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it big. But anyways, it was so cool to have that. And even because of the degree of just the, I guess, status, maybe the word would be to use, but Palau was highlighted in a way on this campus that I've never seen it before, and that was awesome. So graduation weekend was absolute fire. And even though I still have a couple other things to do to meet the requirements to get my actual diploma, I'm much more excited going through it the path that I did today and doing the things that I could have done today in this moment. I did as much as I could in the summer to be able to meet this graduation. And as a result, this last weekend was really one of the best weekends of my life. So, yo, we out here. The graduation weekend video is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And then we're gonna jump right into graduation from PMA right after that. So you're gonna get to see exactly what I did and what I was up to before the summer started. So we're doing it kind of in reverse. Start with my graduation, president graduation, then we go into high school graduation, and then from there, yo, we out here. All right. So stay tuned. Check the vlogs. Like, subscribe, share. Again, you know what it is, and we doing some big things out here, and the best is yet to come. So I'll see y'all in the next one. All right. I gotta go eat something or do something or whatever, but I'm out. Peace.